What's going on, traders? It's Nate here at the Forex University. This video, you're going to learn my story on actually how I became consistent in the foreign exchange market. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. 3 years ago, I was not consistent at all. I was blowing my account and not making money. I was making money, losing money, making money, and then blowing my account again, right? I was trying every single strategy in the book. Nothing was working until I found one strategy that just started working for me and it clicked. This is not some secret strategy. It's actually very simple and effective. So I'm just literally documenting my journey and sharing it with you. So I'm gonna share with you right now what's going on in the markets using this strategy. You're gonna see that I have Australian dollar on the charts right now. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is start off on your daily time frames. It doesn't matter, what time frame you're trading in, just do it, okay? Right here, you're gonna go to the line chart, and this is how I get rid of all the noise when I'm finding my support and resistance areas on the daily. Okay, really important for this strategy because we're gonna be trading in the zone. So right here, you're gonna notice that there are a lot of data points, right? And what I mean by data is these little pointy areas, right? That's gonna give you the ability to find out where price is reversing, having a hard time breaking, and so forth. So if I point this out to you, you're gonna notice that's a support area, that's a resistance, right? Again, over here, it's kind of having a hard time making a decision. Over here, it's a resistance area. Over there, support, resistance, support, support. So you get the idea, right? Looking left, it should match up in other areas as well, but we're just doing this on the most recent time frame on the daily chart. Okay. The other thing is you want to find a resistance area. So right here, I see something automatically, and it's kind of pointing out to me, right? So, and it doesn't have to be accurate because you're on the daily, but try to find multiple touch points. That way you have more data, right? So right here, you're gonna see one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, and so forth. If I look left, I should assume that there's gonna be more price action that's hitting that area, right? So, and also what you wanna do is you don't wanna like mark up your charts and find a support all the way down here. I mean, price is way up here on the daily. So that's a long way to go. You want to go to the most recent time frame, right? So price is actually right here, and so you want to mark them up. That's a little bit closer, so you're actually in the zone and trading within this area. Okay. So now that I have a good data, right? Good data points for the daily, I'm gonna do it again on the 4 hour. And you don't want to over clutter your chart. So if you feel like there's too many lines, then just start off with a daily and then kind of get more granular if you feel like it. I'm going to show you just one example on the 4 hour. That way we can continue moving. So right here, you're going to see another area, right? And this time I'm going to mark it a different color. So I'm going to mark it orange instead. Okay. So right here, you're going to see it kind of hitting this area. See how easy it is to kind of just mark up your support and resistance areas. And then again, I would just say maybe right there. So move it up a little bit, and then that's good. I don't want to clutter up too much, right? So just go with your gut if you're finding good support and resistance areas. Now that I'm done finding the support and resistance areas, I can go back to my candlesticks, okay? Now, the next part is this little rectangle. What you want to do is find a zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my chart a little bit fatter so I can actually find a zone. And a zone is just pretty much giving you data based off of the candlestick formations you see in current price. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to look for a lot of this, right? A lot of consolidation, a lot of sideways movements looking left. Okay, and so right here I see some data, and that's actually a good thing for me because now I can mark this whole area as a zone. And a zone is pretty much a very little area that is kind of wiggling back and forth, and you're going to see wicks, multiple wicks, having a hard time breaking out of that area. So zone is also going to be most of the time on your dailies, on your resistance areas, all these horizontal lines that I drew up. You're probably going to find those little wiggly areas, right? This consolidation. Consolidation just means that there's a rectangle, right? It's going sideways, back and forth. So right here, you're going to see this is back and forth motion. Right here, it was kind of playing around in that zone. And then the same thing right here, it was kind of just playing around, finally broke out, right? It's going back and forth, and then it broke out. So now that I found a zone, what I want to do is look for a break and retest. Keyword break and retest. And the reason why I say that is because a break and retest is how you're going to find optimal entries in this strategy. Okay. And so I'm going to find one for you. That way you know exactly where to enter on opportunities based off of the break and retest. So this whole move right here is essentially the break. Okay, so price shoot it all the way up towards that orange resistance area or support or horizontal, whatever you want to call it. And then price came back all the way down into the zone and was kind of going back and forth into this consolidation area, right? This zone is your marker. That's going to give you a confirmation that that break and retest is likely to bounce back up to the previous high or continuation up. Okay, so let me show you again. A break and retest is essentially when price breaks outside of that support or resistance area big time, right? So it broke out big time. What did it do? Price came all the way back down and then continued up. So that is the move you want to look for. So I'm gonna show you right here, down here on this line chart. Just make it black so it's more visible for you guys. So the break and retest, whether it's going up or down, this would be a bearish break and retest. Sorry. So it breaks big time out of the zone, comes back to that support area or resistance, and then continuation. So you want to be making your entries right when it bounces. Okay. So this area right here was my entry point around here. Okay, so if I pull out my long position, let's actually do a replay. So I'm gonna go to here, slow it down a little bit, and let's press play. Why is it not working? Okay, there we go. And speed it up a little bit. It's kind of slow. Let me pause it, speed this up really quick. Okay, perfect. So we see price playing around, right? It's below the zone. And I'm like, I don't know what's going to do. Is it a downtrend? Is it an uptrend? I don't know. And so it's still playing out. And then boom, we see a big break. I'm like, okay, so we're up to something. And I'm still not in the trade. I still don't want to get into the trade, but it broke up to the upside, and then boom, you see how it wicked out right here, right on that support area. That is my confirmation, because A, I see that it's a downtrend. B, I see it's bouncing out of that support, coming above, and then bouncing. That's the break and retest. Boom, I get in for my entry, and then I ride it up. So now I'm going to assume that it's going to go up in value. And it's playing out beautifully. And then the next area where you want to take it to is the next price action area or a horizontal that you drew up on your chart. Okay, either or. So in this case, let's see where it's going. It doesn't go to the horizontal. So you can look left and take profit at necklines. Boom, there it goes. It hit its TP. right there. It hit right there. Okay. Oh wait, it hits right there. And so let's look at how many pips we actually caught on this move right here based off of that break and retest. So we entered right around here. Okay. I would have put my stop loss below price inside of that zone. Okay. So the zone is the blue area, and then I would have took my target to the next horizontal area or the next area of support or resistance, right? And so this move alone was about 121 pips to the upside using the break and retest. Okay, so I'm going to show you another example, and I'm going to look left. This is a fresh chart, so I don't know this chart at all. And let's just play it out. That way we can find it together. So let's do something like this one. Looks good right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to find a zone. Okay, so a zone is where you see the consolidation. Okay, and you're going to see a lot of wicks going back and forth. So this area is not necessarily going up or down in value. It's just kind of going sideways, right? So zooming out, looking at the bigger picture, I'm going to draw a zone based off of that data right there. Okay. And so let's try it out. These wicks, and then this area. It's a little wide, but that looks good to me right there. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for opportunities based off of this zone. Okay, I can do another zone right here. Actually, let's get rid of that one. I see a better area right here. This is good right here. So right here, you're going to see these wicks, right? And then sideways action. Okay. So this area is definitely a zone. Okay. All right. So here's a break. Retested in the zone. Continuation up, right? Where you're going to take your profit to the previous high. Okay. So if I do this, get rid of this. Oops. Here's the previous high. Let's pull out our long position. Entered right here, took it up to this area, previous high, put my stop below the below the zone. Okay. And so yeah, this is a great execution right here because low risk, because we have a good indication that price isn't gonna fall below. So let's play it out. Oops. Yes. Let me go back. Sheesh. Let's play something out, right? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna replay and then go all the way back to this price. So we'll press play and see what it does. Here's a break and retest right here. Look at that. Boom, boom. And then it should go up, right? So let's press play. Let's see what it does. Okay, so price is falling below the zone. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, so here's a little mini break and retest, but look, let's pause that right there. This is a break and retest for sure, right? Price came up, came back down below, and then I would have shorted to the next price action area, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start this all over again. Go to my line chart, and then look for some support areas. So we got a red. We got some tops. This is a resistance area. And then this is a good area right here. Cool, right? So pointy parts, pointy part, pointy part. Right here, pointy, pointy, pointing, 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 pointing. So you want to look for at least 3. That'll give you a good confirmation. 4 hour. Oh, I am in the 4 hour. Sorry, guys. So let's go back to the candlestick formations, right? And now I'm going to look for some sideways consolidation in data. Data is wicks and candles, okay? And so right here, I see a lot of wicks, lots of wicks that are meeting in this area. So I'm going to draw my zone based off of that data I'm getting. Okay. So now again, let's point out wicks. Wick in the zone. Wick in the zone. Right here, price is confused. 2 wicks, another wick, another wick. So this is the zone. This is where I want to be creating my, entering my trades. Okay. What do you guys see? We see a move to the upside, breaks out, retests, right? And then eventually goes up to the what? This price action area, right? So if we enter that trade, let's do it. Big move to the upside. Oops. 146 pips. I'm going to put my stop below this wick actually. We might have got stopped out because if I would have put my stop loss right here, price would have consolidated, came down, stopped out. But guys, low risk, right? I mean, we're looking at, look at this. This is a risk reward ratio 11, okay? So you're literally 10xing your income right here, your profits based off of this break and retest, okay? So you can afford to re-enter if you feel confident in the trade. So that is a break and retest. You go to your daily, mark up your support and resistance closest to price action, okay? And then you find a zone, and how you do that, gotta practice this, but it's gonna be worth it. You look for multiple wicks, right? That's all the data you need. If wicks are playing around in the same area where price is, then that's going to be a good zone for you. Once you find the zone, look for price to break out of the zone, whether it be bullish or bearish, and then you look for this move. Break, retest, continuation. Okay? You look left to the next profit area for your TP, and you trust the process. Okay, so now, so important. I want you guys to really understand risk management, because you can have the best strategy in the world, but if you're not using proper risk management, then it really just doesn't matter, okay? So, pip calculator. I use my FX book. Some people use baby pips or whatever.com. Yeah, baby pips. But I'm going to use my FX book, okay? So let's go into this. Go to home, Forex calculators, okay? And the reason why I'm preaching this is because I made this mistake a ton of times in the last 2.5 years. I was, asking people, oh, how big should my lot size be based off of this account size, right? And that is literally the worst question you can ask someone, because it just, you can just tell that person's going to be an inexperienced trader. Proper risk management is 1 to 2% risk, right? Because if you're risking 1% of your account, okay, that means you have 99 more trades to take before you blow your account, okay? And it doesn't matter how big your stop loss is. Like, it doesn't matter how big the move you think it's going to be, right? Right? So this is a 10x trade right here. It doesn't matter because you always want to risk 1%. And so right here, 33 pip stop loss on a $50,000 account. I type in those coordinates. I go to my pair. So this would be Euro JPY. And then I calculate it. So 1.5 lots. That is what I'm going to enter when I execute my trade. Let's say we do a tighter stop. Right there. Same thing. This is a 16.1. So what do you guys do? You put in 16.1 every single time. This is the person you should be asking. My FX book, okay? Not some random person, not some guru trader, right? A position size calculator. If you have $1,000 account, boom, that's your lot size, okay? No standards, 0.065. If you have a $100,000 account, okay, same thing. How big should my lot size be with a 16.1 pip stop loss? If you're risking 2%, right? Now you know. Another cool thing that I want to just show you guys is this. This is really motivating for people that want to compound their account over time, right? Let's say you have an account and you don't want to withdraw from it and you just want to keep growing it and growing it until it gets to a certain size. This is a really cool place to go. Forex21.com/Forex compounding calculator. I'll put it in the comments below, in my description below, so you can just click on the link. But you can play around and see how yourself can be like a bank, right? We all know that savings accounts are actually like negative interest rates now. You're actually losing money if you keep your money in the bank account. But let's say, for instance, you're gaining 12% a month and you don't make any withdrawals, okay? With a $10,000 account in 12 months, right, with 12% gains every single month, you're going to be at $38,000, $38,959. If you have a bigger account, I mean, it looks even better. You know, you take your $100,000 account to $389,000, okay, within a year, okay? That is amazing. In 2 years, right, your $100,000 account goes from $100,000 to $1,517,862 with 12% consistent gains month over month, okay? So the power of Forex is great because you can become your own bank and compound every single month versus getting 1% every year in your savings account, which is ridiculous, okay? So guys, break and retest. Start off in the daily on the line charts, okay? So line chart right here. Look for the V's, the pointy parts, okay? Then you find the zone. You go back to your 4 hour, go to the candlesticks and look for data, right? There's a lot of wicks playing around in the same price area. That is your zone, okay? Then you look for break and retests, okay? Scan a break and retest. Here goes another break and retest right here. Here goes the break, retest. What is it going to do? It's going to sell off. So that move right there, easy money. Took it from here to here, 72 pips, low risk. Okay, so again, break and retest, practice, rewind this video if you need to rewatch this and look into the video again. Position size calculator if you guys are taking challenges. If you're taking an FTMO challenge, have that Mamba mentality, trade Forex, and get ready to win trades. Forex compounding calculator in the description below if you want to see where your money can be. Use this, get motivated, and take Forex serious. Nate Barnes here, signing out with the Forex University.